Right. So, you ready to play? You excited to play? Because we're live and ready. You are ready.
I am.
Okay, so this is going to just load up super quick, so I need to make sure that I've got this load up for you, because it's going to load up for stream, like, instantly. But I'm going to have to, like, share my screen and, like, grab the screen really quickly for you. And then we'll have a quick introduction, and then hopefully it'll be working okay. Fingers crossed.
Despite its name,
You hear that okay?
was an ordinary small town in a northern province of Chiang Mai, situated on the banks of a river. It made a convenient stopover for river traders and passengers throughout most of the year. A few barges, rafts, and sometimes even a large sailboat could usually be found moored at Phang. But all that was long ago, before the creation of the Trial of Champions. Now, once a year, the river is crowded with boats as people arrive from hundreds of miles around, hoping to witness the breaking of an ancient tradition and see a victor in the Trial of Champions.
So yeah, we can, I guess, tell me more about the Trial of Champions.
Yeah.
On the 1st of May each year, warriors and heroes come to Phang to face the test of their lives. Survival is unlikely, yet many take the risk, for the prize is great.
Right.
A purse of 10,000 gold pieces and the freedom of Chiang Mai forever. But to become champion is no easy task. Some years ago, a powerful baron of Phang called Sukhumvit decided to bring attention to his town by creating the ultimate contest. With the help of the townspeople, he constructed a labyrinth deep in the hillside behind Phang, from which there was only one exit. The labyrinth was filled with all kinds of deadly tricks and traps and loathsome monsters. Sukhumvit had designed it in meticulous detail, so that anybody hoping to face its challenge would have to use their wits as well as weapon skill. When he was finally satisfied that all was complete, he put his labyrinth to the test. He picked 10 of his finest guards, and fully armed, they marched into the labyrinth. They were never seen again.
Well, he's dead to assassins.
The tale of the ill-fated guards soon spread throughout the land, and it was then that Sukhumvit announced the first Trial of Champions. Messengers and news sheets carried his challenge, 10,000 gold pieces and freedom of Chiang Mai forever to any person surviving the perils of the labyrinth of Phang. The first year, 17 brave warriors attempted the walk, as it later became known. Not one reappeared. As the years passed and the Trial of Champions continued, it attracted more and more challengers and spectators. Phang prospered and would prepare itself months in advance for the spectacle it hosted each May. The town would be decorated, tents erected, dining halls built, musicians, dancers, fire eaters, illusionists, and every sort of entertainer hired, and entries registered from hopeful individuals intent on making the walk. The last week of April found the people of Phang and its visitors in wild celebration. Everybody sang, danced, and laughed until the day broke on the 1st of May, when the town thronged to the gates of the labyrinth to watch the first challenger of the year step forward to face the Trial of Champions. Having seen one of Sukhumvit's challenges nailed to a tree, you decide that this year you will attempt the walk. For the last 5 years, you have been attracted to it not for the rewards, but for the simple fact that nobody has ever yet emerged victorious from the labyrinth. You intend to make this the year in which a champion is crowned. Gathering up a few belongings, you set off immediately. 2 days' walk takes you west to the coast, where you enter the cursed port Black Sand. Wasting no time in that city of thieves, You buy your passage on a small boat sailing north to where the river Coke meets the sea, and from there you raft upriver for 4 days, until finally you arrive in Fang. The trial begins in 3 days' time, and the town is in an almost hysterical mood of excitement. You register your entry with the officials and are given a violet scarf to tie around your arm, informing everyone of your status.
Oh, wow.
For 3 days, you enjoy Fang's
So you basically
greatest hospitality. And
Yeah,
you're
treated like
a
God.
demigod. During the long merriment, you almost forget your purpose in Fang. But the evening before the trial, the magnitude of the task ahead begins to dominate your thoughts. Later, you are taken to a special guest house and are shown your room. There is a splendid 4-poster bed with satin sheets to help you rest. But there is little time left for sleep. Just before dawn, a trumpet call awakens you from vivid dreams of flaming pits and giant black spiders.
Oh, Jesus.
Minutes later, there is a knock on your door, and a man's voice rings out saying, "Your challenge begins soon. Please be ready to leave in 10 minutes. You climb out of bed, walk over to the window and open the shutters. Already people are thronging the streets, moving quietly through the morning mist. Spectators, no doubt on their way to the labyrinth, hoping to find good vantage points from which to watch the competitors. Walking over to a wooden table on which your trusty sword and shield lie, you pick them up and cut the air with a mighty sweep, wondering which beasts your sword's sharp edge may soon have to meet. You open the door into the corridor, and a small man greets you with a low bow as you emerge from your bedroom. "Please follow me," he says. He turns to his left and walks quickly towards the stairs at the end of the corridor.
Oh my god, I'd feel sick. Basically an
Walking
execution.
through a parting in the
Yeah.
clouds, you see Baron Succumbit himself, standing
God,
by
that
the
goblin
entrance
boy.
waiting to greet the contender in the trial of champions. You count 5 others standing proudly in line, their violet scarves displayed for all to see. There are 2 bare-chested barbarians dressed in furs. They stand completely motionless, legs straight and slightly apart, arms thrust forward to rest on the hilts of their long, double-headed battle axes. A sleek elven woman with golden hair and feline green eyes is adjusting the crossbelt of daggers wrapped around her leather tunic. Of the 2 remaining men, one is covered from head to foot in iron plate armor, with a plumed helmet and a crested shield. The other is cloaked in black robes, only his dark eyes showing between the swarms of his black-faced scars. Long knives, a wire garrote, and other silent death weapons hang from his belt. The 5 contenders acknowledge your arrival with almost imperceptible nods of the head, and you turn to face the exultant crowd for the last time. Suddenly, a hush falls over the crowd as Baron Succumbit steps forward, holding 6 bamboo sticks. You draw one from his outstretched hand, and you read the word, 5th. Then the trial begins. The knight is first. He salutes the crowd before disappearing into
Where
the
did they
tunnel,
get? Yeah, they don't get spectators.
and is
do they?
followed half an hour later by the elf. Next goes a barbarian, and then the dark assassin. Next, it's your turn.
Oh god.
But before embarking on your adventure, we must first determine your own strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, cool.
You have in your possession a sword, a shield, and a backpack for carrying provisions for the trip. You have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay and exercising vigorously. To
Good,
see how
good.
effective your
Yeah.
preparations have been, Dice will be rolled.
Oh, we're
to
gonna roll
determine
for our
your skill,
stats.
stamina, and luck scores.
Oh.
Or, if you wish to begin your adventure immediately, you can choose between 3 ready-made adventurers.
Nah, let's roll. Let's roll for it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I believe.
First, we'll roll for your initial level of skill. This reflects your sword skill and fighting
Come on.
expertise, and will be determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6.
If we get
We could get 12. We're gonna get 12. Oh!
one.
Yes!
At least you
Next,
can reroll.
we'll roll for your initial
Yeah, but I don't know
stamina,
if you only get 1 reroll or
which
something, so I didn't want to
represents your
waste it.
strength. So
No,
We'll
no,
try
your
that if we get like a
stamina
1.
score, the longer you will survive.
Oh god.
This will be determined by rolling 2 dice
Uh-huh.
and adding 12.
Okay,
This
come
is
on.
our health,
Come on.
basically. Ooh,
Oh my
3
God.
reroll.
Oh no.
Wait, what's the max? 24? Let's try a reroll.
No, not 20. Wait. Oh, yes, 24.
Next,
Oh, that's pretty
we'll
good.
roll for your initial luck, which represents how lucky an adventurer you are. Luck and
I'll have
magic
it, so that's
are
gave me
facts
another
of life
reroll
in the
option, so we'll do
fantasy
it that we have
world
like
you're
1
about to
reroll.
explore. This is determined by rolling 1
Oh.
die and adding 6.
Okay, so here's the first one. Oh!
Oh, nice.
Oh my God,
Love
this
that.
is good.
You may also take a magical potion with you
Thank you.
to aid you on your quest.
What's that?
Each bottle of potion contains 2 measures, so can be used twice during an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose from a potion of skill that restores your skill points to their initial amount, a potion of strength that restores your stamina points to their initial amount, or a potion of fortune that not only restores your luck points to their initial amount, but will also increase your initial luck score by 1 each time it's used.
I mean, I think strength should at least be one of them. Are we picking 2, or
No,
is it
just
the
the
same
one. It's one, and then you can drink
Oh.
it twice. I think you're right though. I think the strength is like healing
I mean,
basically.
if we die.
Yeah.
Lastly, before you begin your quest,
Yes.
you are given enough provisions for 10 meals.
Whew.
Okay.
When
Nice.
you eat a meal, your stamina score will increase by 4 points.
Mhm.
But don't forget, your stamina can never exceed the initial amounts you've just set.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a long way to go, so use your provisions wisely.
Damn it. Okay. Well, we got to keep tabs on that.
During your adventure, you'll enter into combat a number of times, and the further you go, the tougher your opponents will be.
Yeah.
Combat takes place over several rounds, and your attack strength is based on yours and your enemy's skill scores. For each round of battle, we'll roll 2 dice for you and 2 for your opponent, adding the results to your skill scores. These are your respective attack strengths. Whoever's attack strength is the highest wins that round of combat. If you both had the same attack strength in a round, then it will be a tie. In some battles, you can take an opportunity to escape. But beware. If you do run away, your opponent will automatically score 1 hit on you.
Okay, so it's
as
like
you
an attack
fall,
of opportunity.
costing you 2 stamina points. So be sure you have enough. Such is the price of cowardice.
God.
Okay.
All right.
You are playing using the new battle system, where the battle takes place over 3 rounds. Your sheer battle-hardened nature will mean you'll always win the battle after the 3 rounds, but every round you lose will cost you 2 stamina points. So
Okay.
be careful. Losing all your stamina will still be fatal.
So maximum
At the
6
start of
damage a
each
turn.
round, You'll
So
have
if
a
we
short
lose
time to
every part of the
decide to
fight, we'll still win overall.
or to build up your stamina by eating your provisions or taking a potion, if you have one.
Yeah. Okay.
Good thing we do.
Yeah. Play using the new battle system.
Yeah.
Now it is your turn to salute the crowd. Holding your violet scarf aloft, you take one final deep breath of cool, fresh air before turning to pass between a stone-pillared gateway into Sukhumvit's corridors of power to face
I'm getting
unknown
sweaty
perils
palms, so I'm
in
not
the
even
void
going into this dungeon.
through the mighty Baron's Deathtrap dungeon.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'd ever agree to go into something like that.
No way. No way. That is loud music.
Mm-hmm.
The clamour of the excited spectators gradually fades behind you as you venture deep into the gloom of the cavern. Large crystals hang from the tunnel roof at 20-meter intervals, radiating just enough soft light for you to see
magic
your
crystals.
way. As your eyes gradually
touched the
become
crystals.
accustomed to the near darkness, you begin to see movement all around. Spiders and beetles crawling up and down the chiseled walls disappear quickly into cracks and crevices as they sense your approach. Rats and mice scurry along the floor ahead of you. Droplets of water drip into small pools with an eerie plopping sound which echoes down the tunnel. The air is cold, moist, and dank. After walking slowly along the tunnel for about 5 minutes, you arrive at a stone table standing against the wall to your left. On it, there are 6 boxes, one of which has your name painted on its lid.
Oof.
What do you think's in the box?
What's in the box? I mean, it has our name on it, and the only people that would know our name are the people that organise this thing, right?
Yeah, surely if our names on it, we're like, supposed to open the box.
Sure.
The lid of the box lifts off easily.
A spike comes out, you die.
Inside, you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment addressed to you.
Yeah, it's clearly
After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message, which says, "Well done. At least you had the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you.
Hey.
Now I can advise
Nice.
you that you will need
Winning.
to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my Deathtrap dungeon. Signed, Sukhumvit." Memorizing the advice on the note, you tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel, where you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor, you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It's hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them followed the direction of the arrow, while one decided to go east.
No.
I think we head west because
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
there's no footprints coming back, right? So
Yeah.
none of them went the wrong way, or they all died down the way routes they took. And it's likely that if the 3 of them went left, they'd see a dead body, and be like, oh, okay, this is the bait, this is a trap, let's turn around and go east. Whereas only one person went east and didn't come back.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think, we
Sure.
head west. There's basically,
Okay.
I'm using it, I think that we're going to find bodies along this way. Because unless they're eaten, we're going to find bodies. So I think we head where there's going to be more bodies.
Okay.
That was west, right?
Yeah, west. JK was east.
Following
I'm
the
just
3
kidding.
sets of wet footprints along the west passage of the tunnel, you soon arrive at a junction.
Fuck. See, again, I think we go with the more footprints, the better. Otherwise, they would have turned around. Does my logic make sense? You don't sound convinced.
Well, because we don't know if the third one... We have no clue what this order is. So it's like... Yeah, I mean, we can just keep going with what everyone else went, I guess.
Walking along the tunnel, you are surprised to see a large iron bell hanging down from the ceiling.
Ah.
What do you think ringing the bell will do?
Attract some sort of horrible creature from the depths of hell to our location and will then eat us, is what I think will happen when we ring that bell. Well, okay, we got to think about this. What's the best case scenario? We ring that bell and Sukhumvit, like, drops down a parcel for us, down a chute. That's our best case scenario, and how likely is that? And worst case scenario? So much. So much. So I think we continue, right?
Yeah, sure. I probably wouldn't ring the bell. I'd be too scared.
The tunnel veers sharply to the right and continues north for as far as you can see. You hear a tremendous commotion in the distance, growling and snarling and howling.
Oh, Jesus.
You draw your sword and set off in the direction of the noise.
Okay.
Ahead, in the dim light, you see two hobgoblins fighting, punching, and kicking each other furiously.
Ah.
Next to where the hobgoblins are fighting, there is a leather bag lying on the floor. And it seems to be this that they are fighting over.
Okay.
I don't think we should try and talk with them.
Yeah.
Can't we, like, slip by unnoticed?
I like how it says try to, and then try to. Yeah, let's try. We've got high luck, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's try and keep our provisions.
You creep up behind the fighting hobgoblins, and leaping out of the shadows, you push them into the wall as you run by. Looking back, you see them sprawled on the floor and chuckle to yourself as you hurry on north. The tunnel soon takes another sharp right turn. Following it east, you arrive at a strange obstruction. A row of 12 wooden poles across the tunnel. They are fixed to the walls at each end, about half a meter off the floor and spaced about a meter apart.
I mean, over?
You want to walk across the top of them?
No. Step over them. Or do you want to walk across them?
Well, yeah. So there are poles coming out about a meter out of the ground, so we could step over a couple, and then like weave around them. Is that really what they're there for? Is that like surely the challenge?
Because what if you step on them, and then it like shoots out a booby trap at you?
You reckon they're like pressure plates?
Yeah, something like. Or we could, I guess, walking over them. But like, what are we stepping on? Like.
Let's transform.
No.
I'll let you make this decision. This one.
I mean, I would go with step over in between, but what if we die?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree, but I will go with this one.
You step slowly over and between the poles, taking care not to touch any of them. This will be a test of your skill, like the luck test. We'll roll 2 dice, and if the number rolled is equal to or less than your current skill score, you have been skillful.
Okay.
Oh no.
But if the roll is higher than your skill score, then you aren't skillful enough.
We got 1 off maximum, so they'd have to roll 2 6.
You step slowly over and between the poles, taking care not to touch any of them. After resting for a while, you set off east again.
Okay.
Okay.
The tunnel ends at a
Cool.
junction. The footprints you have been following
Sounds like
turn
you were right
north,
then.
and you decide to stay with them.
Okay.
You soon come to another junction in the tunnel. One branch leads east, but the wet footprints you have been following continue north, and you decide to follow their trail.
Yeah.
The passage
They've obviously
opens
lived
out
for this long.
into a wide cabin which is darker but much drier. Ahead, you see the footprints gradually fade, then disappear. There is a large idol in the center of the
Oh my
cabin.
God.
It must be 6 meters high.
That is huge.
In its head are jeweled eyes, each as big as your fist.
Oh my God.
On either side of the idol stand 2 giant stuffed, bird-like creatures.
No shot we take the eyes, right? We're gonna get... Why would we take the jewels? Like, why?
Yeah, what would be the purpose of, other than just, like, stealing them?
So we would take them, and... But we're getting 10 grand. Like, I'm assuming that's enough money to, like... Oh, I guess... The fact that we got given gold in the dungeon means that we might come across some sort of trade thing.
Oh, maybe.
And these jewels would be like, I assume that there's a way to upgrade our kit, basically, or buy potions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, look at this!
Oh,
That is awesome.
they're the poles. That's so cool.
Oh, but we could have avoided that if we went here.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So here's the big idol room. Oh, that map is amazing. That is
That's really cool.
So cool.
It reminds me of Becky's dungeon thing.
Yeah.
That we went into that one time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. Well, I think we... So here's the... Well, I guess we got to think about the risk reward. Is the reward for getting those jewels worth the definite trap that would come out, like those things coming alive or something?
Yeah,
I feel like survival's the best, right? Or do you think we're good because we're tanky?
Well, I mean, we could keep going for like a bit, and then
Oh wait, there is literally a tab for jewels.
Oh, should we try and take them then?
Yeah, let's take.
I mean, we have a pretty good skill, and we have pretty good stamina.
Yeah, and there's literally a jewels.
Very smooth, and will be difficult to climb. Some rope would have been ideal for this task, but alas, you don't have any. So slowly, and
we don't have any.
You begin to climb
That
the
is
idol.
true.
You're about to grab hold of its large ear when suddenly your foot slips. We'll need to check how lucky you are.
Oh God.
We'll roll 2 dice.
So they've got to make...
And if the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score...
Wait, he can't beat...
Lucky.
We're 12.
But if the number rolled is higher than your current
We've got
luck
max
score,
luck.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't lose this.
Unlucky. You just managed to grab the idol's earlobe and regain your footing. You scramble over its face and sit down on the bridge of its nose. You draw your sword and consider which jeweled eye to prize out.
Oh my God, why is this a decision?
Literally, why is this a decision? I'd go right then left.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You try to force the point of your sword under
It breaks.
the emerald eye. Much to your surprise, it shatters on contact, releasing a jet of poisonous gas straight into your face.
Oh my God!
The
It was like
gas
right or
knocks
left.
you out and you fall backwards, bouncing down the idol to land on the stone floor.
We
Big
picked.
rip.
Your adventure.
We're dead.
Oh my God.
We're dead. We picked a 50-50 wrong and we're dead. We just died. Alright, we'll carry on from our save.
There is a large idol.
What if you pick the left?
Yeah. We'll do that.
The idol is very smooth. You just managed to grab the idol's ear.
Okay, left one, please, sir.
As you touch the emerald eye of the idol, you hear a creaking sound below you. Looking down, You are shocked to see the two stuffed birds taking flight. Their wings flap in
I
jerky
said they were going
movements,
to come alive.
but they are soon above you and look set to attack.
Oh,
No.
You'll fight the flying guardians, one at a time. But your skill is reduced by 3 during this combat because of your restricted.
because we're hanging on to this giant.
No.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I
Just
mean, we all.
attack
Yeah.
ya.
Yeah, we've got full health.
You lunge for the creature as it flies above you,
Oh no.
but your sword clangs into the statue. Neither of you are harmed.
Oh, right. It was a draw.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's
Clawing at
definitely a
your
loss.
leg with its talons, the guardian rips away a chunk of your stamina.
Well.
And attack again.
Yeah.
The guardian
Oh,
snaps
that's what we
at
want.
you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck. The
Get
crumpled
it.
form of the first flying guardian falls crashing to the floor.
We only lost 2 HP on that.
So you ready yourself to take on
That's
the
fine. That's
second.
fine.
We don't need to eat yet.
No, because it does 4, right? Didn't it say?
Yeah.
Coming
Oh,
at you
easy.
with its razor-sharp talons, you're able to swipe your sword, partially removing one of the guardian's toes.
Oh. Okay.
You're
Oh.
able to grab the
Hey.
wing of the guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina.
Okay.
Kill it again.
The guardian
Yes,
snaps
nice.
at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck. Your final swipe dispatches the second flying guardian. You look down and see the crumpled bodies of the flying guardians lying motionless on the floor. You start to prize out the idol's emerald eye with the tip of your sword. At last it comes free, and you are surprised by its weight. Hoping that it may be of use later, you put it in your backpack.
There you go. We got one of the. We're not going to prize out the right eye because that will just kill
No.
us.
You lower yourself carefully down the idol, and wasting no more time in the cavern, run forward to the tunnel in the northern wall. Not much farther down the tunnel, you come to a closed door on your left. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing.
I mean,
Door
again,
traps
worst
are
case
so
scenario
bad.
behind the drawer.
Yeah, what's best case? Loot.
Yeah.
Worst case, death.
Yeah.
Literally, we just die. Have we got to check? We have we're at a save point,
Okay.
so it's not the end of the world. Let's try it.
You
Okay.
enter a room which is small and completely empty.
Oh, well then leave.
Oh.
As
Just
soon
leave.
as you're inside,
No.
the door slams shut behind you.
No.
Look what you've done.
Suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Deathtrap
No.
Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master.
Oh god.
Adventurer, I trust you will pay your respects to my master by shouting out his name."
I assume we pay respect. I don't see the point of getting ourselves killed.
Yeah.
You take a deep breath and shout, "Hail
it's the Rob.
Succumbit!"
Yeah, literally.
Once
Oh.
again, the mysterious voice calls out. Only this time its tone is full of contempt and derision. "So, we have a sniveling
Oh.
weed in our
No.
midst, do we?" sneers the voice.
Oh my god.
master has a special gift for you,
Yeah.
loathsome creep.
Oh, alright.
Suddenly water starts pouring into the room
fuck.
through a hole
Look what
in
you've
the
done.
ceiling. It soon rises above your ankles, and there is no apparent way of escape.
Oh my
You
god.
wade back to the door. It is firmly locked, but in desperation you try ramming it with your shoulder. We'll see how skillful you
Oh,
are.
okay, we can still get out.
Remember,
A roll equal to or less than your skill score means you have been skillful. But a roll higher
Okay, so
than
they
your
need to roll
skill
double six.
could end.
He needs to roll double six. We're good.
Yeah. It's fine.
The door cannot withstand the furious battering you are giving it.
Who's a snivelling creep now,
the center
nerd?
panel cracks in splinters, enabling you to kick a hole in it large enough for you to squeeze through. Soaked, but happy to have survived your ordeal, you set off north again.
As
The
you do.
tunnel
Act like
twists
nothing
and
happened.
turns,
Yep.
keep steadily north. Ahead,
Oh my,
you
what
see
the
a
hell?
thin shaft
It's
of blue
terrifying.
light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you can see images of laughing faces in the light.
Oh my god. Yeah, we walk around the light.
Yeah.
No way do we touch that
Don't
You
touch
light.
me.
come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door
Oh, we just
is
passed
closed.
that.
But there is an iron latch and a round handle.
Two doors won't be bad, right?
Yeah, surely this door will be loot, right?
This one will be loot.
Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door open,
You find
you
your
find
stone
dead.
as
yourself
well.
in a large cabin. The
Dragon.
light is dim and murky, but as your eyes begin to adjust, you
A
see
chest.
that the walls are covered in
Oh.
green algae and
Okay.
running with moisture.
Okay.
The floor is strewn with straw.
Oh god.
The atmosphere
Uh-oh.
is warm, damp, and fetid, and a soft humming sound
Oh no.
fills the
We
air.
leave. Turn around and leave.
You step gingerly
Nope.
through the straw
Apparently not.
Sir?
towards a corner of the cabin
Stop.
where there appears to be a shallow pit.
Oh god.
Nope.
Peering warily into the pit,
No!
No, we don't want to do
you
that.
are
Why would we do
disgusted
that?
to see
Ugh.
a mass of pale, writhing worms,
Oh.
some
he-
as much as half a meter long.
Oh.
Nauseated, you're
You're
about
pushed
to
in.
turn away when you notice that their undulating bodies
Oh.
are swarming around a dagger.
Of course.
Its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather, studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange, reddish-black burnished metal you have never seen before.
Definitely like a plus
You
one
long to
burn
touch
down
the
that dagger or something.
But this would mean plunging your hand in among the writhing worms.
I mean, worms aren't that bad, right?
They're just worms. They are
They're
like,
just
it's
worms.
it's disgusting. But I would definitely be like, ugh, to go for it.
Taking a deep breath,
We're gonna
you
fall
lean
in.
over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms. They are cold and clammy and feel extremely nasty, but at least they are harmless, and
Nice.
you are
nice.
able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put the opal-studded dagger firmly in your belt and leave.
Nice.
Hey.
As you make your way back to the
Uh-oh.
doorway, the buzzing sound increases
Oh
in
no.
intensity,
Were they like larvae or something as
And you
opposed to
look
actual
around.
worms?
desperately to discover where it's coming from.
No.
Glancing up in the nick of time, you see a huge and grotesque black
Oh,
shape
God.
of a giant fly
Oh,
emerging
they
from
were.
a
They were
recess
maggots.
high
But-
up in the cavern wall.
Wait,
As
why
it
is-
gets closer, you realize that it's at least 1.5 meters long.
Oh my
Its
god.
opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise you can hear. And its 6 black, hairy legs are poised to grasp your body. Below, its multifaceted eyes is a long, shiny black proboscis, which darts in and out venomously.
Well,
You have stolen the giant fly's treasure from her brood of maggots.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And you must face the consequences. It's time to test your luck again.
Oh, okay. Well, unless it's like plus.
Remember, a roll equal to or less than your luck score means you've been lucky.
And then
Or
we're
a
fine.
roll higher than your luck could
Yeah,
end.
we'll be fine. Easy.
badly. The giant fly swoops down again to try to capture you, but this time you manage to evade its outstretched legs. Stepping back, you draw your sword to prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns to attack you again.
Oh, shit. So we've got an 11 plus our dice rolls. He's got 7. So we're actually...
You spin your
Yeah,
sword
we're
around
very
your head,
high up.
clipping the
Yeah.
fly and removing part of one of its legs.
Good fuck.
You hurl
Easy.
yourself at your enemy, fist flailing, and land a stunning blow.
Yeah, it is a stunning blow.
Easy.
Creature flies at you so close you can't use your weapons. Grabbing it by its legs, you swing around, slamming it into a wall.
Oh,
Pleased with your victory, you wipe the
Okay.
vile yellow slime with the blade of your
Splat
sword.
that, splat
and
that
walk
fly.
quickly to the door, back to the tunnel, and head north.
okay.
The tunnel
You're
ends
killing it.
shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance.
I mean, rock, paper, scissors.
Literally. I was gonna see if I can get like a text thing on stream. It's like a death counter,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can actually see how many times we've died.
Only at one so far. Pretty proud of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe we won't die a bunch.
Why the hell is it? Why is it?
Kind of creepy how he just keeps blinking at us.
Yeah, I don't really like that. How do I rotate that? Why is it like this way around?
Ah!
Excuse me? Can we... Font size, text transform, uppercase, lowercase, start text, I don't care. Color, basically background color, alignment, center, no, left, no, right, center, vertical.
Isn't there
alignment.
like turny thing?
Oh, well, on it itself?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
There's stretch, make it bigger, smaller.
What
There's
was
no
the vertical
way...
alignment thing? Surely that's like gotta do something, right?
Oh, here you go. Rotate. Oh, God. I got it. I did it. We'll put it down here.
Beautiful.
We'll put it below me, actually.
Okay. Whatever you want.
There we go. That looks better.
Beautiful.
Cool. Well, do we go west or east? Oh, let's have a look at the map, actually.
We kind of already went.
We are very
Left,
west
didn't we?
centered,
Yeah. We could go.
But I don't want to
east
loop.
then.
We don't want to loop back round.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
So make sure if we go
We keep
east,
going
we then don't go south at all.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go east for the first time.
You walk down the
Immediate-
passage,
And soon you are
find
dead.
yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit.
Oh, okay.
The passage continues east on the other side of the pit.
Jump.
You think you could probably jump over the pit.
Oh, what?
You are not sure. There is a rope hanging down from the ceiling over the center of the pit.
Oh, what did Tarzan swing?
Yeah. What? Oh. what if we pull the rope and then it just like isn't attached to like actually tied?
Yeah, that is the logic. That is the logical thing is to probably reach for the rope.
Yeah.
That's what the logic would be, but yeah, that seems bait as like anything, wouldn't it? Surely you tug on it first, right?
You'd think, but I don't think they're gonna make us that smart.
All right, GM, sir, Mr. DM, I'm gonna take the rope with my sword. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna really tug on it as hard as I can. That's what I want to do.
Before I do anything.
Before anything.
Firmly,
Yep.
You step back to take a running jump.
No.
However, in the dim light, you do not notice that someone has cut the rope almost in two, just a little way above the section you are holding. As you swing out across the pit,
For fuck's sake.
it suddenly breaks, and you scream with fear.
You scream!
As you plunge headlong to the depths below. You land heavily on your back, but luckily your backpack cushions your fall.
Oh, we lose our potion though, right?
Costing you 1 skill point and 2 stamina points.
Oh!
Could have been much worse. The darkness is almost pitch black at the bottom of the pit, and you crawl along the floor, groping in front of you. Suddenly your hand touches something cold, hard and smooth.
Oh, that's fine. That's like a
the
rock.
object is small and round, but you cannot
Like a
figure
rock.
out what it is.
Like a rock.
You place it in your backpack, hoping to see what it is once you are out of the pit.
Why did we do that?
You
It's just
continue to crawl
literally.
forward and soon reach the pit wall.
I would
too
completely
smooth to climb,
completely
And
assume
you
it
have
was
to cut hand and toe holds in it with your sword. This takes a long time, but finally you climb out of the pit on the east
God.
side. You immediately check out the object in your backpack
Egg.
and discover that you have found an orb of blood-red ruby. You are absolutely delighted.
Oh.
You
Why?
head off east in high spirits.
Didn't that work out for us though?
Wow. Okay. We
The
should probably
tunnel
eat,
makes a
we
sudden left
can eat.
turn and continues north
right?
as
Oh,
far
yeah.
as you can see.
Yeah.
You soon
Okay, we're back to
arrive at a
Max.
closed wooden door in the left-hand wall.
Okay, so we've got 2 doors now. I assume the first one did probably have loot if we said that he was a worm.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we've
we
gone
know
for
they're
opening all
trapped.
the doors.
Should we just keep our rhythm of opening all the doors?
Yeah. Let's just go for it.
Open the door.
The door opens into a large candlelit room filled with incredibly lifelike statues of knights and warriors. A white-haired old man dressed in
my
tattered
God.
rags jumps out from behind one of the statues and starts to giggle. Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eyes makes you think there is more to him. In a high-pitched voice, he says, "Oh, good! Another stone for my garden. I'm glad you have come to join your friends.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, I'm a fair man, so I'll ask you a question. If you answer correctly, I'll let you go free. But if your answer is wrong, I'll turn you to stone."
Jesus. Okay.
He starts to chuckle again, obviously pleased with your arrival.
Okay. I think we wait for his question. Otherwise, he'll just.
Yeah.
I think he'll be like, he sees you draw your sword and you're stone.
Yeah. I'm down.
The old
Yeah.
man points at one of the statues, and you recognize it immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions.
Oh, shit.
The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying,
This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?
"What will you answer?"
Isn't it 150?
Let me just hear that again.
The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognize it immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying,
This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?
what will you answer?
Oh,
Wait.
fuck. It's
Wait.
gonna be, yeah. So the answer to the question is he weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh? So he weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah.
The whole plus half his weight. I think the answer is 100 pounds though. Because it says this man weighs 100 pounds.
What? Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think it's baiting you with this
To
answer
add
is
the
obviously
half
not,
his
but
weight?
I think it's like, so 100, half that, 50, so he's 150. And it's going to be like, actually, I said he weighed 100 pounds. I don't think it would just be as simple as that.
But plus half its own weight.
Which doesn't even make sense.
Half
So, like,
its own.
there's either a trivial maths question dividing 100 by 2, or it's a gotcha question. And this game has literally killed us for picking the wrong eye on a 50-50. I just realized my little frog's in the way. There you
You weigh.
go. Do you want me to play it
What you
again?
weigh? Yeah. One more time.
The old man
Mhm.
points at one of the statues.
I mean, it's life or
You
death, so
recognize it
it's
immediately.
kind of important.
It is the knight who started the trial of champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying,
This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?
what will you answer?
But so I think 150 is wrong. That's like too. That's like what everyone would go for.
Exactly.
But then. But isn't it 100 pounds? Weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight.
hmm
But what is his weight? Is it 100?
Yeah, he said this man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. So it's either I think it's 100. I think we go with 100.
Okay.
Because the first phrase, the first part of the sentence is this man weighs 100 pounds, and I think the whole plus 50, half his weight thing. His weight is 100 then, even if it's plus half his weight. Otherwise, that's like infinite. Because then if you add half his
Yeah.
weight, he'd be 150 plus half his weight would then be whatever another. So I think we go with that.
Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says quietly, wrong.
Fuck.
And before
What?
you can do anything else, he mumbles a few strange
Oh
words
my
into the
God.
air. You feel your muscles harden
Oh.
and your skin go taut. You start to panic, but there is nothing you can do to stop the petrification of your body. Your adventure ends here.
Shit.
Plus half his 100. Weighs 100 plus.
The tunnel makes a sudden left turn and continues north.
Wait,
As far
is
as
it
you
that
can see.
100 is the other
You
half?
soon arrive at a closed
100
wooden
plus
door
half.
in the left-hand wall.
So then is it the 200?
Open the door. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
Let me just get
The
back to
door opens.
wait for his question. Right. So, this man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does the man weigh? £100 plus half his weight. Oh, I see what you mean.
So like
200,
100 plus
yeah.
half. So
Yeah, 200 would make
Yeah.
sense. I thought 200 didn't make any sense in the context, but you're right. You're just big brained. Because this man weighs 100 pounds plus half, so double 100. Yeah. Oh, I'm being.
yes, you'd think the half was
dumb.
half of 100, or you'd think first that it could be 100, but then it'd
Yeah.
be half of 100. But it's like, nah, it's the 100 is the half.
Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says,
Well
Wrong.
done, stranger.
Okay.
Hey, nice. Good
Well,
job.
I wish you good
Thanks.
fortune
Nah.
during the rest of the trial of champions. And to this end, I shall increase your powers.
What?
He then mutters a few more unintelligible words, and you feel a powerful surge soar through your body,
Yes.
increasing your skill, stamina, and luck
Oh.
by 1. You bid the old man farewell and leave his room to continue north along the passage.
So we got back our skill that we
Only
lost
a few
in the
meters
pit.
further down the passage,
Yeah, nice.
you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into its center panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently, but can hear nothing.
I realised we fucked up, by the way,
Oh, what?
because we, I think, because of the save, I forgot to eat. And so he's increased our stamina by 1, but that didn't therefore increase our max. So if you look here, if I had eaten, we would be on 22 out of 20, or 23 out of 23. But now we're on 19 out of 22, so actually the food eating thing's now wrong. That's kind of annoying.
No, I don't think it would, because he also said he was going to add 1 to our luck, and it didn't. It just went to 12. He added 1 to our luck as well, and it said +1, but it didn't add anything.
But we lose 1 luck when we fell.
Oh, so we were at 11.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay.
No.
Or maybe there is like
It's
a max, whatever. Fuck it, open the door, dude. Wait.
The door opens into a large room. Looking around, you see an alcove in the west wall. In the middle of the room, sitting in the chair, is the skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by. The skeletal fingers of its right hand grip a crumpled parchment.
I mean, it is 1000% going to fight us.
Yeah, it's 110% just gonna wake up.
Let's walk over first before we touch that thing's hands.
At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down into a cellar. Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low, and the floor is strewn with debris. In the middle of the wall opposite you is an archway, which leads into another crystal-lit tunnel. There are large mushrooms.
Sorry, I want to see where we are. Okay, so the skeleton's in here. We've gone to the back here. Cool.
Growing on the debris to your right.
Oh my god, eat the mushrooms. Why is that even an option apart from to just bait us into dying? Why? Oh, because it might give us free food. I guess free healing.
Free healing, maybe?
Let's fucking go for it.
Oh my god. You
I'm
did
going
it.
for it.
Why have you done
You
that?
break off a large piece of the
Everyone
mushroom,
knows.
A large
biting
piece.
it eagerly.
Oh,
Not even a small bite.
But
eagerly.
immediately your stomach feels bloated, and you can even see it beginning to bulge below your belt.
Oh my god,
Your
what have you
whole
done?
body starts to expand,
You've blown us
bursting
out.
out of your clothes with a loud ripping sound.
Oh my
You
god, it's a
grow
Mario
bigger and
mushroom.
bigger, and soon your face is pressed against the ceiling. The mushrooms you have eaten are much sought after by wizards for their growth potions, but to you they spell doom. You are too large ever to leave the cellar, and your adventure ends here.
Oh my god.
Again, like, I love how it's like, alright, GM, I'd like to, like, take a small piece of the mushrooms. Like, yeah, you grow, you're now category large. Oh, wow, okay, cool, I can continue on, I'm just large. But no, you fucking, like, take a huge piece, you stuff it down. It's like, oh, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Only a few meters further down the passage.
Let's open the door. We didn't take the parchment because it's obvious
At the
bait.
back of the alcove,
The mushrooms, we definitely didn't eat those because they're obvious bait.
the tunnel continues west for several hundred meters, finally ending at some steps leading up to a closed trap door. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light, you can see that the trap door is not locked.
I mean, why would we knock on it though?
To see if it's like trapped, I guess.
Oh, okay. Then maybe knock.
But yeah, you are right.
What's the harm in knocking? I guess then.
Yeah, what is the harm? I guess the downside is we alert whatever creature is underneath the trapdoor, and we don't get the advantage. But we're pretty tough in fighting anyway. I reckon we knock.
You hear footsteps, and suddenly the trapdoor is thrown back. For a few seconds, you are completely blinded by the bright light from the room above, and do not see the goblin thrust in his spear downwards, or hear his sadistic laughter as the point pierces your neck.
Oh.
Your adventure.
Oh, for fuck's sake! That could have been his goblin friend. Fuck.
God, we are slowly just ramping up those steps.
Yeah.
For several hundred meters, finally ending at some steps leading up to a closed trap door. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light, you can see that
I missed that it said we heard muffled voices.
Oh, I did as well.
I completely missed that. Fuck you, goblin scum!
You throw the trap door open and run up the steps into a bright, lantern-lit room. Two goblins are sharpening their short swords on a stone set in the middle of the floor. You catch them momentarily off guard, but they quickly recover and both rush forward to attack you. A point of note here, adventurer.
Yeah.
Because of the shape of the room, both goblins will have a separate attack on you in each attack round. However, here your attack will only be effective on one of the goblins. Against the other, you must still use your attack strength in a normal way. But even if your attack would have been effective, you will not wound it. It will just count this as though you have defended yourself.
So it's basically our shield.
If its attack strength is greater, it will have wounded you in the normal way.
Shit. Well, let's attack this first goblin. They've got a 5+, so we have to. Yeah, this is pretty easy to win.
You thrust your sword.
Yeah.
And you clearly damage the creature.
Oh.
You lunge at the creature's stomach with your sword drawn, but the creature whips around, parrying your blow. Neither of you are harmed.
Oh yeah, no, because that's the second goblin, right?
Yeah.
So we just defended ourselves. Oh
God,
that's a bad loss.
Enemy, but it quickly
oh my
that
God.
Is
catching you agonizingly.
a big rip.
You both swing for each other,
nice.
and in the confusion, both miss.
In confusion.
Your enemy is strong.
Oh my God, look.
And screams in pain as your sword sinks into his leg.
The dice like landed on each other.
You hurl
easy
yourself
win.
at your enemy, fists flailing, and land a stunning blow.
Nice.
You thrust your sword, and you clearly damage the creature.
Clearly.
Easily.
Your enemy is strong,
Nice.
but slow, and screams in pain as your sword sinks into his leg.
Triumphant in one of your toughest battles to date, you see that the only furniture in the goblin's room is a table, 2 chairs, and a cupboard on the wall. There are 2 closed doors, one in the west wall and the other in the north wall.
I mean, I think we opened the cupboard.
Yeah. Why not?
The cupboard contains a wooden mallet and 10 iron spikes, which
for
you
climbing.
put in your backpack while
Oh,
wondering
okay, yeah.
which door to open.
Now which door do we do? Should we go north?
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess...
So we've gone this way so far. And we've gone down, then we've gone back up. So yeah, we can carry on going north.
Yeah, let's try and go up.
The door opens into another tunnel,
Sure.
which rises gently into the distance.
Okay.
After walking uphill for a while, the tunnel levels out, and you soon arrive at a door in the right-hand wall, to which a withered hand is nailed.
Oh.
Withered hand nailed on the door.
Doesn't seem very inviting.
It doesn't seem very inviting. I take the hand. Oh. We've opened every single door. That's been our motto.
Maybe that should be our thing, yeah. We have to open every single door.
Let's open the door then.
You enter a room
Oh god.
in which a man in tattered clothing is standing chained to the wall by his left arm.
Jesus Christ.
And you see that his right hand is missing and realize that this must be the one nailed to the door.
Oh.
Pleading for mercy, he cowers
No.
back from you as far as his chains will allow.
I think we free him.
Yeah. If he kills
You
us,
step
I
up to
swear.
the frightened
literally.
man and cleave the chain with your sword. He drops to his knees and bows, thanking you over and over again. He tells you that 4 years ago, he entered the Trial of Champions but failed. He fell down a pit and had to be rescued by a trial master, one of Baron Sukhumvit's dungeon administrators. He was offered a choice between death or servitude in Deathtrap dungeon as the trial master's minion. Choosing the latter, he worked like a slave until he could stand it no longer and tried to escape. Alas, he was unsuccessful and was captured by the trial master's wandering orc guards. To teach him a lesson, they cut off his hand and condemned him to a year's imprisonment in this cell. You ask him whether he has any information that might be of use to you. He scratches his head. Well, I haven't exactly done very well in here myself, but I do know that you need to collect gems and precious stones if
Hey,
you hope
we
to
already
get
did
out.
that.
I don't know why, but there it is. Without
Okay.
another word, the ragged
We have
prisoner
one.
dashes out of the room, turning left into the tunnel. You decide to keep heading north and turn right. There is an open pipe in the right-hand wall, about 1 meter in diameter. It is too dark to see far down it. You shout into it and hear your voice echoing down the iron pipe until eventually the sound fades away.
Oh, Jesus, crawling down that pipe.
I don't think I would like to crawl down the pipe,
I would
but if you're
not.
really inclined...
I am absolutely not. Fuck that. No way. I'm not crawling down a pipe.
There is a new branch in the tunnel on your left. And ahead you see 2 bodies lying on the floor.
Okay.
You stop and peer down the new tunnel. But seeing no doors or creatures, you decide against walking down it. With your sword drawn, you walk over to the bodies of the 2 orc guards. At least one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions must still be ahead of you.
Oh, shit.
A quick search of the bodies produces nothing, apart from a necklace of teeth around the neck of one of the orcs.
Okay.
I think we wear the necklace.
Yeah, what's wrong with not, like... Why would we not?
The necklace is an amulet of strength, which
Whoa!
adds 1 skill point and 1 stamina point. Pleased with your find, you
See, it didn't
continue
go up.
your quest north. The tunnel soon ends at a junction. Standing there alone and wondering which way to go is one of your rivals. It
Oh,
is one of the barbarians.
Oh god.
You call out to him, but at first he does not answer. He merely stares at you coldly, his hands firmly gripping his axe. You walk up to him and ask which way he is heading. He grunts his reply, saying that he is going west, and you may go with him if you wish.
I don't see why we wouldn't head with him unless he's going to stab us in the back and we have a fight.
Yeah.
I'd go with him though.
But then we have to steal the jewel if
Although you are
He's
slightly
there.
uneasy,
Yeah, but he doesn't know that we need
knowing
them.
that there can only be one
Yeah,
winner
true.
in the trial of champions. You are both content to share in the benefits of a temporary alliance, and you begin to tell each other of your exploits so far, of the monsters and traps encountered and the dangers overcome. Walking along, you soon come to the edge of a wide pit. It is too deep and dark to see to the bottom. The barbarian suggests he lowers you to the bottom with his rope, saying he has a torch which he can light for you to use.
Yeah, no
should lower him.
no way. Oh, he's just going to drop us. I don't know. Will he drop us? Would he drop us?
Seems like an easy way to get rid of us. But
But he could have just stabbed us in the back.
yeah, but this is easier, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like an easy
Leave
way
us
to
in a
play.
hole. Why don't we just offer to lower him down?
The barbarian,
Oh.
who tells you he is called Throm, ties the rope around his
Oh.
waist, giving you the free end. As he lights the torch, you see a look of distrust in his eyes.
Well.
Slowly, he climbs over the edge of the pit, while you brace yourself and take the strain of the rope. As you lower him little by little, you see the smooth sides of the pit, illuminated by Throm's torch. He finally reaches the bottom and calls up to you, saying that there is another tunnel running north. He tells you to secure the rope around a rock protruding from the edge of the pit and lower yourself to the bottom.
Yeah, let's stay with him. Also because I don't want to jump
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
After tying the rope around the rock, you lower yourself slowly to the bottom of the pit. Throm retrieves his rope by shaking it off the rock, and you set off together down the new tunnel. On a stone ledge in the
Thanks,
tunnel
Throm.
wall,
Legend.
you see two dusty leather-bound books.
Oh god.
Throm grunts his contempt for the written word, urging you to leave the books
I don't
and
like
hurry on.
reading. Oh. Definitely cursed, some of them. Is this a 50-50? One's going to give us a boon, one's going to, like, incinerate us or something? Or
What's gonna incinerate?
red is probably better than black, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
As you open
Dead.
the book, it immediately begins to disintegrate, the pages turning to dust in your hands. You manage to keep a few fragments and read the handwritten script. The book appears to be about monsters, and from what you can make out, it contains a full description of a monster called the Blood Beast.
Oh god.
It is a horrific, bloated creature with tough, spiny skin and facial blisters which burst open to become mock eyes, evolved to hide the Blood Beast's only weak spot, the real eyes.
Ah.
Blood beasts usually dwell in pools of fetid slime which give off a poisonous gas so strong that it alone can easily knock people unconscious.
Oh my god.
The blood beast, although too bulbous to haul itself out of its slime pool, has a long and vicious tongue
Ugh.
which it wraps around its victims before it drags them into its pool. As the helpless and still living victim's flesh decomposes in the vile slime, the blood beast will feed on it.
Oh my god.
You tell Throm about the grotesque blood beast. He merely shrugs his shoulders and tells you to get going.
Well, I want to see what the black book says now.
Dead.
The book pages are sealed together, but a small hole has been cut out in the middle of them, just large enough to
For a
hold a
Glock.
small corked bottle containing a clear liquid. You show it to Throm, who holds up his hand, indicating that he does not want you to come anywhere near him with it. His distrust of things unknown is strongly evident.
Fair enough. Oh, we have to either drink it or rub it into our wounds. Man, I'm going to rub it into our wounds. That seems like less damage can be caused if it's wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Because if we do this, who knows what could happen. But if we rub this in, like, the worst that can happen is make our wounds worse, as opposed to that which is like death.
Yeah, I'm down.
You rub the liquid into your wounds, but they do not heal.
Oh.
Staring into the empty bottle, you wonder what exactly the liquid was. Setting off,
Oh well.
you continue your
That'll
journey
eat us later.
north
It's fine.
Yeah.
with Throm. The tunnel turns sharply to the right, continuing east for as far as you can see. Throm stops and tells you to halt as well. He turns his head slowly from side to side, listening. I hear footsteps coming down the tunnel towards us, he whispers.
Ooh.
Draw your sword.
Okay.
You both crouch down to hide in the shadows. And not a minute too soon. For a moment later, you see the silhouette of two armed guards. Throm jumps up and dashes forward, screaming a loud battle cry. They are two cave trolls.
Oh my god.
Throm attacks the first one with his battle axe, and
Must
you
be a
run to
Throm.
his aid to attack the second.
Okay, this is going to be basically dice rolls. We only have a +1 on this cave troll.
Oh
You
god.
leap forward to grab him,
Oh.
We tied.
but he sees you and pushes you aside. Neither of you are harmed. You hurl
win.
yourself
Oh my
at
God.
the enemy,
We win.
fists blazing,
Just.
and land a stunning blow. You drop
Oh.
to the ground,
Shit.
sweeping
no.
away the troll's legs.
Oh.
It howls as its head
Because
hits
we reached
the
round
hard
3.
ground. You
Okay.
look to the left and see Throm standing over the cave troll he has slain. Blood is pouring out from a deep cut in his shoulder, but
Ooh.
it does not seem to worry him.
Bro.
You search the
You okay?
bodies of the cave trolls, but find nothing apart from a bone ring on a leather cord hanging round the neck of one of them. The ring is engraved with a symbol which Throm recognizes. He explains that it must have belonged to druids of the north, and that an ancient talisman such as this will increase your powers if your body is able to accept it.
Let's do it.
As soon as you put the ring on your finger, your whole body starts to shake. We'll see how skillful you really are.
Oh.
Remember, a
We are
roll
quite
equal
skillful.
to
Unless he
or
rolls
less
double
than your
6,
skill
we're
score
okay, right?
means you've
Yeah.
been skillful.
So, I'm
But a
actually kind of
roll
okay
higher
with
than your
this.
skill could end badly.
Yeah.
Your body continues to vibrate intensely, and you feel as if you're about to pass out. But your strength is great, and you manage to withstand the tremendous shock to your system. Finally, you calm down and begin to feel the ring's beneficial powers working on you and adding 3 stamina points.
Whew.
You see Throm looking at you anxiously, so you reassure him that you are fully recovered. He strides off east, and you follow him eagerly.
Nice. We're back
The
to full,
tunnel
we're full of everything.
leads into a damp cavern with a high ceiling and rock-strewn floor. Long and wet, teeth-like stalactites hang down threateningly. Their constant dripping creates smoky pools on the floor. The tunnel carries on through an archway carved in the shape of a demonic mouse.
Demonic mouse.
Search.
Yeah, let's search it.
You
The
walk
worst that could
around the
happen.
cabin, but find nothing of interest. Throm calls out behind you, saying that he has found a leather pouch under a pile of rocks. Opening the pouch, he laughs out loud as a tiny mouse runs through his fingers and scurries off into the crevice behind 2 boulders. Suddenly, you hear the sound of cracking rock above you and look up to see stalactites breaking off from the roof.
Oh my god.
Throm's
No.
booming laugh, which still echoes through the chamber, has made the stalactites vibrate and break off. You yell at Throm to run through the archway as the stalactites start to crash to the floor. This will be a test.
Easy, we're like 100% luck based, so. Yep, no
Despite
shot.
the stalactites crashing
Cool.
all around you, you manage to dash through the archway without injury.
Easy.
You look around and see Throm thundering towards you, one arm held over his head for protection. He dashes into the tunnel and leans against the cold wall, panting heavily, apologizing for starting the rockfall, and offers you his hand to shake. You tell Throm that maybe he should use sign language in future, even for laughing. You both smile and head east once more.
Nice, we're
The
bonding
tunnel
over
ends
death.
at a large oak door. Throm wastes no time in testing the handle and is somewhat surprised to find the door unlocked. He pushes it open and walks into a torch-lit chamber. Sitting alone
Oh
on
god.
an ornate chair is a dwarf who bids you enter. As you
Okay.
do so, the oak door swings shut behind you.
Oh god.
Adventurers, you have done well to get this far, says the dwarf in a deep voice. However, as you both know, there can only be one winner in the Trial of Champions. As Trial Master, it is my duty to Baron Circumvit to let only the most able continue. Therefore, I must devise a test of wits and strength to
No.
eliminate one of you.
No.
Please do not
Trump.
attempt to dispose of me. It will be utterly pointless, for, as you can see, there is no obvious way out of this chamber, and only I know where the hidden exit lies. Now, if you would care to decide between you who will go first, I shall make the necessary preparations.
I still think we just
You look at
kill him
Throm, suddenly
and
angry,
try and find the
that
thingy.
your effective partnership might come to an end. He leans over and whispers in your ear that you should try to kill the dwarf and worry about the exit later.
I agree.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, again, if I was doing this myself, I'd torture that little fucker. But I guess we're just gonna kill him and try and find him. I mean, honestly, we've got basically literally the rest of our lives, like literally the rest of our lives to search for this hidden exit. So.
Yeah.
As you rush towards the dwarf, he pulls 2 hand darts from his belt and throws them at you and Throm, hitting both of you in the leg.
Oh.
You are both instantly paralyzed
my
by the
God.
poison on the tip of the dart, losing you 2 stamina points.
Oof.
As though glued to the floor, you can only watch as the dwarf retrieves his dart from your thigh. He asks you whether you are willing to enter his contest now. You strain to nod your head. Slowly, the effects of the poison wear off and mobility returns. The dwarf beckons you to follow him, telling Throm to await his return. He opens a secret door in the chamber wall, and you follow him into a small circular room. He closes the door behind you and hands you 2 bone dice, telling you to throw them on the floor. You roll a 6 and a 2, a total of 8. The dwarf asks you to roll again, but this time you must predict the total. Will it be the same, higher, or lower than the 8?
I mean, statistically, it will be lower, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 to 12. We got 8. So, yeah, lower.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weighted dice. It always lands on 8.
The dwarf congratulates you for guessing
So
it
close.
correctly.
So close.
He tells you that you must now progress to the second stage of the test. He reaches for a wicker basket and tells you that a snake is held within it.
Okay.
He tips the basket over, and the snake drops onto the floor.
Oh, fuck.
It is a cobra, and it rears up in the air, ready to strike. The dwarf tells you that he wishes to test your reactions. Barehanded, you must grasp the cobra below its head,
What the fuck?
avoiding its deadly fangs. You crouch down on the floor, tensing yourself for the moment to seize it. This will be a tough test of your skill.
Nah, we're
With
fine.
lightning speed, you thrust your hand out and grip the cobra just below its open mouth. You lift it up, and with your arm outstretched, you dangle it in front of the dwarf. He doesn't flinch, but says in his calm, expressionless way,
Please put the cobra back in the basket and prepare for the final part of the test. Follow me.
You do what he says and follow him back into the chamber, where Throm is pacing up and down, obviously ill at ease. You wave to him while the dwarf opens a second secret door and tells you to walk on through and wait for him. Again you comply, and you find yourself in another circular room, although this one resembles a small arena.
Oh.
The floor is covered with sand, and a small balcony runs around the arena wall.
Sand used for blood.
Opposite the secret entrance you came in through is an ominous-looking wooden door. Suddenly you hear a shout, and you look up to see the smiling dwarf standing on the balcony. He throws 2 pieces of paper down to you. On one of them, the words, "No crop is," are written. On the other, "Ruin moat." In his ever calm voice, he says,
If you rearrange the letters of the words, you will find the names of 2 creatures. You may choose which one to fight in my arena of death.
"Can you identify the creature by rearranging the letters?"
Scorpion is the top one, right?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm. What's the ruin? Mountain?
Yeah,
No.
the R. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
literally my eyes went to that as well.
Look at.
So definitely the top one is Scorpion. Yeah, Scorpion. So we have to fight a Scorpion.
I usually have to like write these down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Tra-
the first one came so quickly to me somehow. Like it just
Yeah, it was
just
so quick.
it somehow just went, yeah, I know it. And the second one is not doing the same to me.
Tron.
Tamar. You would. Oh, maybe I'm gonna write this down. Where's a piece of paper? Okay. Ruin moat. Is that right? Ruin moat.
Let me see if I have a piece of paper. Ruin moat.
Ruin moat. I think I'm gonna go with R first. So R, Rin,
Ouch.
Rimo, Rumo, Rat, Rat.
Minion.
No, it's not Rat. Yeah, no, Rat something doesn't work. Okay, go with you. I love how the dwarfs they're like, bro. Could you hurry this
Hello?
up? Hello, please.
Minotaur?
Oh, Minotaur, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my god.
I still got it.
Let's stamp on this scorpion and not fight a fucking Minotaur.
You want to know how I
You
got
call
it?
out
I
to the
started
dwarf.
with you.
telling
I
him
went
to send
Union-
in the scorpion because you are ready to fight.
Mater.
Slowly, the wooden door rises, and a huge, grotesque.
Oh, it's a
black
giant scorpion.
squeezes.
Why did you
underneath
think it was going to be a little
and enters the
scorpion?
room.
I thought it was like one you easily
You draw
win.
your sword in readiness.
Oh, this is
prepare
armored.
to
This is
fight the
worse,
sinister
probably.
creature with its huge pincers and deadly sting.
This is probably
The
worse.
scorpion will attack you with both pincers, and you must treat each pincer as a separate creature, as though you were fighting two creatures. Each pincer has its own skill level and will attack you separately in each attack round. You can only fight one pincer in each attack round, attacking it
Uh-oh.
as in a normal battle. But against
Fuck.
the other pincer, you must still attack in the normal way. But you will not
Yeah, it's like the
win it,
goblin fight.
even if your attack strength is greater. You must count this as though you have just fended off its blow. Of course, if its attack strength is greater than yours, it will have wounded you in the normal way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're full health, full strength, full everything. So let's just go for attack. We've got slight advantage.
The scorpion
Yeah.
takes a run at you.
7 and 7. So
Speed
yeah,
is
we do
impressive,
get the first
but
hit.
you jump aside, landing a heavy blow on its back.
Oh yeah! Attack again.
The scorpion
Oh.
swings its tail at you, but you are fast enough to roll out of the way.
This one's the attack again.
You manage to
God.
get around the back
Uh-oh.
of your enemy, but it quickly kicks
Oof.
backward, catching you agonizingly in the stomach.
Come on.
You try to run around
Oh,
the side of the
This
creature,
is not good.
but it grabs your arm, throwing you hard into the wall.
Oh my god.
The
Oh!
swinging, venomous tail is a formidable weapon, and you
Oh.
shriek as it sinks into your arm.
Ow.
Yeah.
The scorpion swings its
thank
huge,
God.
venomous tail above its head. You step aside as it smashes into the floor, and you land an attack from the side.
Nice.
Speed is improving. You run directly at the scorpion and slice at its pincer as you run by. The
Nice.
scorpion takes a run at you. Its speed is impressive, but
Thank
you
goodness.
jump aside,
Yeah, that was
landing a heavy
by
blow
far
on
our
its back.
hardest
The
attack. Oh
dwarf
my god.
falls down from the balcony, congratulating you on your victory. He throws the sack down into the arena and tells you to relax and regain your strength for the final part of the test. Then he walks off, saying he will return in about 10 minutes. You open the sack and find a jug of wine and a cooked chicken.
Woo! Yeah, I think we just eat and drink those, right?
Yeah.
The food and drink are excellent, and you feel much better, gaining 2 more stamina points. Fully satisfied,
Should
you
we
sit
pop
down
another one?
and await the dwarf's return.
That'll get us to full health.
Yeah,
After
might
about
as well.
20 minutes, the dwarf reappears on the balcony. He calls down to you, saying,
Well, I do have an interesting problem on my hands. Prepare to fight your next opponent.
Oh,
the wooden
From-
door
Please
rises
no.
once again,
Throm.
and you are surprised to see
Past
a
all of
familiar
his
face.
challenges.
It is Throm. He is cut and badly bruised and doesn't seem to recognize you.
Right.
He is clearly delirious as he staggers forward with his axe raised to attack you. The dwarf laughs and says,
The cobra bit him, but he has the strength of an ox and managed to carry on, even though most men would have died. Now you must fight him to decide finally which of you will continue the trial of champions.
You shout abuse at the dwarf,
Good.
protesting the cruelty
Fuck
of such a
you.
contest. He merely laughs, and you have no
You tell-
option but to defend yourself against poor Throm. Despite his wounds, he is immensely
Oh
strong.
no, Throm. Jesus, he is strong. we get a +1 on him still.
Throm
Oh,
grabs you by the
Oof.
throat
oh.
and manages to half choke you
Throm says,
before you
no.
get a chance to push him off. You
Oh,
hurl
good win.
yourself at Throm, fists flailing, and land a stunning blow on his chin.
Last one.
You
Yes.
drop to the ground, sweeping
Nice.
away Throm's legs. You hate
Oh.
it as he
No.
howls as his head hits
Poor
the hard
Throm.
ground. Exhausted by your long duel, you fall to your knees as you stare at Throm's still body. A bitter loathing for the dwarf fills your heart. Somehow, you will avenge Throm. Engulfed in your hatred, you do not notice the dwarf enter the arena until he is standing right in front of you, a loaded crossbow aimed at your chest.
I know what you are thinking,
He says calmly.
but remember that only I know the way out of here. Get up. It's time for you to leave.
Once on your feet, the dwarf indicates that you should walk ahead of him. Back in the chamber, he crosses over to the northern wall and pushes against one of its stones. A door-like section of the wall swings out, opening into another crystal-lit tunnel. With his crossbow still aimed at your chest, the dwarf smiles, saying,
Good luck.
Oh, we can punch him.
If we punch him, he's just gonna fucking shoot us in the
Yeah.
chest.
He is like, he's proven himself that even though we both charged him, he managed to get a paralyzing poison dart in each of our legs perfectly. So yeah.
The tunnel soon divides into two. You hear a buzzing sound coming from the western branch.
Buzzing again.
Again.
Yeah, like I'm not about the not about that buzzing life, honestly. I think we continue north. We don't need to,
The
we've done the
tunnel
whole
leads into a dark
horrible
chamber
fly thing.
covered in thick cobwebs.
No,
Clawing your way through them,
no.
you trip over a wooden casket.
Oh,
I mean, open the casket, obviously, right?
yeah. It's like the doors.
Mm-hmm.
The casket opens easily, and inside there is a black velvet bag containing a large pearl,
Hey!
gaining you 1 luck point.
Bling.
After putting the pearl in your pocket, you press on
Oh,
through the cobwebs.
there's two now.
You reach the far wall of the chamber and see 2 doors.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. What do you think?
I mean, again, is it just 50-50?
Yeah, you open through one, the axe hits you in the head, and you just fucking die.
I chose right last time, and it didn't go well for us with the eye, so go for left.
As you touch the door handle, it goes soft in your hand. And when you try to pull it
It's a
away,
mimic.
you find your hand is now glued to the handle.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
A giant
We can't
fist
win.
then forms in the center of the door panel and shoots forward, punching
God.
you in the stomach, costing you 1 stamina point. The fist retracts and prepares to strike again. With your free hand, you draw your sword and try to cut the handle off the door. Although you do not recognize it, you are being attacked by the fluid form of an imitator.
Yeah, a mimic. Yeah, right. We
Here
are
we go.
we're a lot stronger than a mimic, to be fair.
It's a tight
Ooh.
space,
Nice.
but you swing your sword and take a good chunk out of the protruding arm. The hand grabs
Easy.
the blade of your sword, but you are stronger than it expected, and pull the blade free, slicing its fingers.
Nice. Last one. Been sweet, this.
You
Yeah.
manage to grab a finger of the flying fist and twist it back until you hear a sickening
Oh my
crunch.
god.
Your sword severs the handle completely, and now separated from its parent body, it shrivels away and drops onto the floor. Having no other choice, you somewhat apprehensively turn the handle of the other door. The door opens into another tunnel running north. Ahead you see two stone fountains, one on either side
Jesus
of the tunnel,
Christ.
carved in the shape of cherubs. Water spouts from their mouths and cascades into small bowls at their feet.
Okay. Okay. One we die, one restores our health. How
Should
much
we
you
go
want to
for the-
bet?
Yeah, that's probably true. Well, we went left last time and it was also the wrong answer, so should we go left again?
Yeah, it can't be wrong
The
3
cool
times in a
water
row.
is refreshing, but it comes from a source which has been cursed by a
God.
hag, adding one
God.
stamina point,
Okay, left.
but costing you 2 luck points.
I literally...
Oh, that is so bad. That is...
What if we drink from the other...
The
Okay.
pool water is refreshing and comes from a source which has been sprinkled with pixie dust, gaining you 1 stamina point and 2 skill points. You continue.
We're no longer immune to our luck, by the way.
Leaning against the left-hand wall of the tunnel, you see a pair of bamboo stilts.
So now our luck is
securely
10,
chained,
not 12.
and you see a
Oh,
label
So we
Oh,
can
no.
lose
on
luck
the
skill things
which
now.
reads,
Uh-oh.
the price of these stilts is 1 gold piece. Place the coin in the slot to release the lock.
Sure, let's get the stilts. We've
There
not
is a
used our
slot in the
any other
padlock
way.
into which you
Like
place
our
the
gold.
coin. Immediately the lock clicks apart, and you are able to unchain the stilts. You place them on your shoulder and once again set off north. A
I
little
don't know if I
farther
like the way
on,
he says north.
you
Yeah.
come to a section of the tunnel which is covered with thick green slime. It looks threatening, so you decide to test it first with a piece of cloth. The slime's corrosive jelly burns the cloth instantly, leaving no trace.
Right.
You climb onto your stilts and take a few tentative steps across the floor. Your confidence grows, and you soon feel able to tackle the walk across the slime. Smoke rises from the base of the stilts as the slime starts to burn them away. You plod stolidly on and finally reach firm ground again.
Great purchase.
Unfortunately, the stilts are still covered in slime, and you are forced to dump them. Setting off north, you come to a junction.
That's absolutely fine. We've been going like super
Oh, yeah.
far north.
Let's go. Let's go west.
You walk no more than 3 meters west before you hit an invisible barrier. It starts fizzing and crackling, and you are thrown back. You have hit an energy screen, losing you 1 stamina point.
What the fuck?
There is no alternative but to walk back to the junction and head north.
Okay.
All right.
You soon arrive at
Alright.
a double door in the
Okay.
left-hand wall. You listen at the door but hear nothing. You try the handle. It turns, and you open the left door slightly and peer through the crack. An armed warrior is lying face down on the floor of a bare room with smooth walls and a low ceiling. He is presumably dead, for he makes no movement, even when you call out to him. A large jewel, perhaps a diamond,
Well, we need that.
lies
So
just beyond his outstretched arm.
he's obviously being killed by something.
Enter the room and
And
take the jewel.
We need the jewel, but at the same time, we've still got max. We've still got one off max skill.
Mhm.
We have got 2 less luck, so we need to.
I really
You
wish-
finally reach the warrior's body.
We could get our luck back.
But as soon as you
Yeah.
touch the jewel, both it and the warrior vanish into thin
Oh,
air.
what?
What the fuck?
You hear the door slam behind
Oh.
you, followed by a sudden, ominous
Oh, it's
rumbling
closing on
above you.
us.
You look up and see the ceiling start to lower. You run to the door to try to escape, but it is locked, and there is no handle on the inside. The ceiling gradually drops.
Oh, I like how the camera
Until
is
you are
posing
forced
on
to
him.
lie on the ground, trying
Yeah,
to
that's
halt
cool.
the ceiling's progress with your hands and feet.
We're gonna get
But it is a
smushed.
hopeless task, and
Oh.
you are crushed to death in the stone vice.
R.I.P.
If only you'd found a potion that allowed you to detect traps like this.
Okay.
All right,
Thank for the help.
all right, dude.
You soon arrive at a double door in the left-hand wall. You listen at the door but hear nothing. You try the handle. It turns.
Yep, we're gonna leave. Thank you,
The
sir.
tunnel continues north for quite a distance before coming to a dead end.
Oh,
The mouth of a chute protrudes from the western wall, and it appears to be the only alternative to turning back. You decide to risk it and climb into the chute.
Okay.
You slide
All right.
gently down and emerge into a room, landing on your back. As soon as you stand up, you are confronted by the most repulsive sight you have ever laid eyes on.
oh my god, it's Skolath.
There in front of you, wallowing in a circular pool of fetid slime,
How
is a
rude.
bulbous creature.
Oh.
That is not me.
to be believed.
That's you.
That's
Its
the
body
blood
green
thingy.
and
Remember,
covered
we
all
talked,
over
we
with
read about.
fearsome-looking spikes.
Yeah.
You gotta
Its face
dodge
is
his-
a mass of crimson blisters, one of which suddenly bursts to reveal yet another of its many sinister, all-seeing eyes. A narrow path
We know
runs
the
around
real
the edge of the
eyes.
pool and leads into another tunnel in the far wall.
Oh god.
Remembering the description of the vile blood beast and the warning about the toxic gas rising from its pool, you cover your mouth with your sleeve and step forward with your sword drawn, wary of the blood beast's tongue. As you step around the side of the pool, it rolls forward and flicks out its tongue. But you are ready for it.
Yes, we
You
are.
cleave it with one swipe of your
Hell
sword.
yeah.
The beast howls in pain and stretches forward, frantically, trying to clasp you between its blood-filled jaws. You start hacking at its hideous face in an attempt to pierce its real eyes.
Oh shit, it's better than us, so we just gotta roll really good.
Uh-oh. And hope that it rolls really bad.
The creature reaches forward
Uh-oh.
with its mouth in the pool. You step back to avoid it, but slip on its fetid slime. It sinks its teeth into your ankle, costing
Oh.
you precious stamina. Again, the bulbous creature strikes for you with its
That's
hideous
so
fang.
close.
You jump clear of them, striking out and smashing one clean out of its hideous mouth.
Oh,
The blood beast's tail whips around you. You duck, but not quickly enough, and it punctures your arm deeply.
ouch.
Your blade strikes one of the blood beast's real eyes with devastating effect. It slumps back into its pool, thrashing about in a frenzy. You seize the opportunity and run around the side of the pool to the tunnel exit. The tunnel
just gonna
leads
eat
into a
quickly
large
as well.
room.
Yes,
Its
back.
ceiling supported by several marble pillars. As you enter the room, you see a strange beast to your right,
Oh god.
It has the body of a lion with dragon-like
Oh.
wings attached.
That's
to it,
what's that
but its
called?
head is like that of
Chimera?
an old bearded man.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so.
The beast
I don't know about
before
the
you
man's head
is
though.
No, I don't know
That's-
about that.
manticore.
A
The tip of
manticore,
its
that's
tail
it.
sprouts a profusion
Oh.
of sharp spikes, thick
remember.
and hard as iron bolts. Suddenly it flicks its tail, sending a volley of spikes flying towards you.
Oh my god, okay, we're just strapped.
We'll roll one die to decide how many spikes that sink into your body.
What?
You'll lose
1.
2 stamina points.
Oh, what?
Each spike.
Oh!
Oh my
You
god.
stagger
Oh
forward
my
to
God.
attack the manticore with your sword.
Oh
Before
my
it
God.
has had time to unleash any more of its deadly spikes.
Oh my god.
One is even.
We can't be killed by it. Even if we lose all of our rolls. We can't
You
be killed
run
by
to
it. Oh
avoid the
my.
whipping tail,
fucking
but
God.
stumble.
Okay.
The spike
Another
comes
spike.
thus
We're definitely gonna have to use one of our
agonizingly into your
potions.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't be killed by.
The
Oh
creature
my
runs
god.
Oh my
At
god.
You move too late.
Our luck is running out
and
now.
the creature smashes you onto a wall,
Mm-hmm.
costing you valuable stamina.
Because even if we lose this fight, we can't die.
The giant
Okay.
creature whips its spiked tail at you, firing more spikes. You duck and roll, quickly slicing a chunk from its tail, passing close to you. As you are wiping the manticore's blood from your sword, you are surprised to see a small man jump out from behind one of the marble pillars. He is dressed in a tight-fitting green tunic and looks quite harmless, although you are wary of the way he is holding an opaque glass ball with a shimmering green light.
Yeah,
Greetings, he says cheerfully.
of course he
My
does.
name is Igbot, the gnome,
Okay.
and I am the
Igbot.
trial master for your final test. Needless to say, my magical powers are great, so you should not try to attack me. You may have learned, during your quest, that gems play an essential part in the trial of champions. The iron door in front of you is the victory exit, but there is only one way of opening it. 3 gems have to be put
How many
into
do
the
we
lock
have?
mechanism in
Oh,
the
fuck.
correct order.
Has to be in order?
Each gem radiates a unique energy, which will trigger the mechanism.
You better give us a gem.
If you do it correctly, that is.
Mm-hmm.
But first, we need the correct gems.
Oh.
First, you will need an emerald.
We do have an
Okay.
emerald.
Check. We have that.
The gnome smiles and says, "You truly are a great adventurer. Now,
We
you
don't have a
also
sapphire.
need a sapphire."
We'll be back.
The gnome shakes his head and says, "I'm afraid that you have failed the trial of champions. Baron Circumvit's Deathtrap dungeon will keep its secrets for another year, as you will not be allowed to leave here. You are appointed my servant for the rest of your days to prepare and
Oh my
modify the
God.
dungeon for future contestants.
No, thank you.
Perhaps, in another life, you will succeed."
No. Oh, okay.
Well, shit. So,
We just need to go back.
yep.
Okay. Let's go. Which way should we go? Should we go back the way that one person went from the very start?
Well, let's go back to where we can't see what gems we had.
We had a pearl. We had a pearl and an emerald.
We did, yeah. So here's the Buddha statue. We got the.
Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the pit. Okay.
And we got the pearl in the spider webs, didn't we? After the
Yeah.
fountains. Was that after the
Mhm.
fountains?
I think so.
Okay.
Or was it before?
So what, you want to start and go right to start with this time? Because
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean. Oh, we have all of our luck and stuff back, don't we?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we have been playing for 2 hours, so why don't we try? Let's just turn that to 6. Why don't we try this next time? Because
that's
for
good
me,
shout.
it's getting near 11. But we can try that literally tomorrow if you want. You're up for that?
Yep. I can't do tomorrow because I'm driving up to Old Home. But I can do probably
no worries.
Saturday, I think. Or maybe my family's coming over this weekend. I can't remember. But I'll text you.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, either way, that was really fun, right?
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was like
The actor is quite good as well.
Let me just
The
skip
beast
that.
before you.
Skip that. Good. Right. Yeah. We'll ignore this and we'll go back to. I assume we can just quit.
You seize an
Yes. All right. Cool. Well, that was really fun. So far, yeah, played for 2 hours. I got this game as well to play with you at some point, so we can do that as well. But for now, that was really, really fun, and we'll definitely do that again. We only died 6 times for run 1.
Yeah, I feel like that could have gone worse.
I think so too. Definitely could have gone worse. But let me just actually check. We load this back up. Does that save our progress, or do we have to like memorize? Yeah, cool. So it lets us. Cool. So we can actually spawn back in when we want to. Real.
That's
Okay.
easy.
the tunnel.
Perfect. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you in the next stream for something cool, and we'll definitely be playing this again. Awesome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.